So Charlie's killer confirms that Charlie was 100% right on everything, absolutely everything he said, because the killer failed to actually debate Charlie on a public mic. He had all the opportunities. He could have done homework, use ChatGPT, Google, whatever floats his boat, present the facts, and convince us and everybody else, hey, I have a valid argument. My opinion matter. I have proof, I have statistics, I have facts. But no, he failed, which means everything that Charlie said is 100% true. Even though I'm sure I could have debated Charlie on several topics and win them uh, if I did my homework right. But this is not the point. But again, Charlie is not decision making in the United States. He has a movement. Lots of people are following him. They're voters. They will choose whoever they want to choose. But Charlie is not decision making. So Charlie was killed strictly for his opinion, which is part of free speech. So the person, right away, living in America, and one of the greatest things in America, and one of the most important things that makes America great, is the ability to freely express yourself. So once you take it from somebody else, you pretty much say, well, I don't like America. And I don't like people living in America. And I don't like everything which is great in America. So, and I'm going to ruin, because again, America is successful predominantly because of the free speech. Because if you can critique, if you can listen, if you can debate, the ideas pop up, the solutions to these ideas come up, and therefore there is progress and evolution. When you stop this, the system gets ruined. Doesn't matter how long it takes, eventually we're getting a bad result. So killing a person who has an opinion, who supports it with facts, statistics, and logical thinking, killing that doesn't help absolutely anybody. But if he has an idea and you kill him and you actually were not able to disprove his points, what you did, yes, you solidified him, you put him in the history books. There's going to be movies, there's going to be foundations in his name, and the agenda that Charlie had will be pushed even harder. There's going to be much stronger, much bigger movements. If you look at the Google trends, there is like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of new searches. Who is Charlie Kirk? People didn't know his name. Lots of people didn't know his name, and now everybody knows. From the creation of social media, I never had anybody, under no circumstances, trending in my feed as much as Charlie. From people I have no clue who they are, is just Charlie, Charlie, Charlie. 80% of my informational feed from all the social media, different accounts, everything is Charlie. Never happened, under no circumstances, under no events. So this, you actually advertised him, the killer advertised him far and beyond. And again, you couldn't have done technically, or again, the killer is absolutely horrible. His actions are hard to describe. Ruined a family, killed a father, a son, a friend. But in terms of advertisement, this is the biggest advertisements that Charlie ever had. And it's a worst kind of scenario, but it is for his ideas, um, for his followers, for his will, for his desires. These will follow and will continue on and on for generations to go. So the killer didn't do any good to anybody. One other thing that the killer did is exposed all the horrible people, because there's lots of people are celebrating that. And let me tell you something. I scrolled through the happy smiles on the posts which are supporting and praying for Charlie's family. Just scrolled. I didn't have to click on anything. Lots of foreign names, lots of names written in Arabic, and lots of Palestinians flags. And it's very interesting, because if you remember, and we happen to be near September 11, so lots of videos of Palestinians celebrating September 11 popping up on the feed. It's happens every year, so this is a nice reminder. But here's the thing: Among all of these faces that celebrating death of Charlie Kirk, lots of Palestinians, so close to 10%. And let's just quickly like drive the logic, right? These guys supporting the Palestinians, they supporting the Hamas, and Palestinians in Gaza in the last elections chose Hamas with dominating majority, something like 95%. And what Hamas did, it started a war which killed over 50,000 Palestinians. That's at least what Hamas is claiming. I'm not talking about who's right, who's wrong, what the intention was. No, it doesn't matter. This is a different conversation and is extremely long. But we're talking about results. As a result of Hamas's actions, 50,000 people considered to be dead. Lots of buildings and families replaced, buildings destroyed, infrastructure ruined for big chunk of Gaza, right? The result is devastating, and I'm not even talking about Hezbollah and other locations which suffered as a result of these actions, and lots of terrorists lost their lives. So in terms of people who are supporting the Palestine and supporting Hamas, Hamas did a very bad favor for Palestinians and Hamas by killing lots of its own people. The results are negative. So people who supporting Charlie's Kirk death are supporting death of Palestinians at the same time. So logic there is very, very flawed. The perception of the world, the perception of the reality, the things that should take presence, what's most valuable in terms of, let's say, life, human life that needs to be preserved, absolutely not. These people don't understand other ways of finding a solution. They prefer violence, even if their own are dying by thousands and tens of thousands. So people who are supporting Charlie's death, by vast majority, are violent, vile people. And it's exposed them. And there's lots of people who are writing, hey, unfriend me, block me. I don't want to know you if you're supporting a violent death and killing of an innocent person who had ideas which were not compatible with you. So my heart goes on for the family. I cannot imagine what they're going through. I wish them strength and lots of strength and support from close ones. And for everybody who like Charlie, who not even like Charlie, who is a human being, I support you, and I'm with you in this grieving, and this should not happen. Period. Should not happen. People have the right to have an opinion. Lots of people out there, they have opinions, they don't share them, but they have opinions, they have ideas. The close friends, family, spouses, whatever, we're supposed to respect one another. If we don't, the society crumbles. But hey, there is bad people, and this example shows us that we need to be united, we need to be proactive, we need to support the community, we need to share our ideas more, and ideas need to be shared publicly, aggressively. The not the actions, no aggression, but the ideas, they need to be shared. You need to stand for what you think is right. You need to stand for what you think is good for the society. You need to stand for what you think is good for the kids, for the future. And never be ashamed if we don't show, if we don't support one another. And if some people said, hey, for everybody else who was close to Charlie and who had similar ideas, like, hey, watch out. And there's lots of people who are just writing, these people need to be die, and starting to threaten other people who share the same agenda. No, absolutely not. We need to support these people. We need to register. We need to donate. We have to make sure that Charlie's message is heard loud and clear. Strength to us all.